Love should not be polluted with friendship. That is the remarkable thing about drinking, it brings people together so quickly, but between night and morning it sets an interval again of years. It's no shame to be born stupid. Only to die stupid. Bombardment, barrage, curtain fire, mines, gas, tanks, machine guns, hand grenades, words, but they hold the horror of the world. The death of one man is a just death, the death of 2 millions is a statistic. We were all at once terribly alone, and alone we must see it through. Good or ill, life is life. You only realize that when you have to risk it. Anything you can settle with money is cheap. Our knowledge of life is limited to death. With blinded eyes I stared at the sky, this gray, endless sky of a crazy God who had made life and death for his amusement. They are more to me than life, these voices, they are more than motherliness and more than fear. They are the strongest, most comforting thing there is anywhere. They are the voices of my comrades. We have so much to say, and we shall never say it. Life is a disease, brother, and death begins already at birth. Every breath, every heartbeat, is a moment of dying, a little shove toward the end. It is just as much a matter of chance that I am still alive as that I might have been hit. Life did not intend to make us perfect. Whoever is perfect belongs in a museum. It's only terrible to have nothing to wait for. Strange how complicated we can make things just to avoid showing what we feel. We are forlorn like children, and experienced like old men. We are crude, and sorrowful and superficial. I believe we are lost. It is very queer that the unhappiness of the world is often brought on by short people. They are so much more energetic and uncompromising than the big fellows. We are not youth any longer. We don't want to take the world by storm. We are fleeing. We fly from ourselves. From our life. We were 18 and had begun to love life and the world, and we had to shoot it to pieces. Keep things at arm's length. If you let anything come too near, you want to hold on to it. And there is nothing a man can hold on to. You may turn into an archangel, a fool, or a criminal, no one will see it. But when a button is missing, everyone sees that. I wandered through the streets thinking of all the things I might have said and might have done had I been other than I was. We are little flames poorly sheltered by frail walls against the storm of dissolution and madness, in which we flicker, and sometimes almost go out. We creep in upon ourselves, and with big eyes stare into the night, and thus we wait for morning. To forget is the secret of eternal youth. One grows old only through memory. There's much too little forgetting. Why does a man live? In order to think about it. Sometimes I used to think that one day I should wake up, and all that had been would be over. Forgotten, sunk, drowned. Nothing was sure, not even memory. Modesty and conscientiousness receive their reward only in novels. In life they are exploited, and then shoved aside. Why do they never tell us that you are poor devils like us, that your mothers are just as anxious as ours, and that we have the same fear of death, and the same dying, and the same agony? Forgive me, comrade. How could you be my enemy? It was a melancholy secret that reality can arouse desires, but never satisfy them. Never do anything complicated when something simple will serve as well. It's one of the most important secrets of living. I want to think, and at the same time that's the last thing in the world I want to do. At school nobody ever taught us how to light a cigarette in a storm of rain, nor how a fire could be made with wet wood, nor that it is best to stick a bayonet in the belly because there it doesn't get jammed, as it does in the ribs. No soldier outlives 1,000 chances. But every soldier believes in chance and trusts his luck. Everyone saves someone at least once. Just as he kills someone at least once. Even though he may not know it. Come, let me kiss you. Life was never so precious as today, when it meant so little. For a moment I had a strange intuition that just this, and in a real, profound sense, is life, and perhaps happiness even, love with a mixture of sadness, reverence, and silent knowledge. You take it from me, we are losing the war, because we can salute too well. The things men did, or felt they had to do. Sweet dreams though the guns are booming. Our thoughts are clay, they are molded with the changes of the days. When we are resting they are good, under fire, they are dead. Fields of craters within and without. What comfort there is in the skin of someone you love. I am a modern man with a strong tendency to self-destruction. It is too dangerous for me to put these things into words. I am afraid they might then become gigantic, and I be no longer able to master them. I don't want to get old. You won't get old. Life will pass over your face, that will be all, and it will become more beautiful. One is old only when one no longer feels. No. When one no longer loves. I felt the first soft glow of intoxication that makes the blood warmer and spreads an illusion of adventure over uncertainty. For us lads of 18 they ought to have been mediators and guides to the world of maturity, the world of work, of duty, of culture, of progress, to the future. But probably that's the way of the world. When we have finally learned something we're too old to apply it, and so it goes, wave after wave, generation after generation. No one learns anything at all from anyone else. The idea of authority, which they represented, was associated in our minds with a greater insight and a more humane wisdom. We were 18 and had begun to love life and the world, and we had to shoot it to pieces.